coming up on this special edition of Good Morning Black Hills. We're getting into the nitty-gritty of what makes western South Dakota a vacation hotspot come summertime for both tourists and locals. We'll hear from the South Dakota Department of Tourism on what really attracts people locally, nationally, even internationally to the Mount Rushmore state. Plus, South Dakota has deep roots in Native American history and culture, so you'll start your day with a traditional indigenous song and dance from local artists. And finally, towns across the area have started filling their downtown streets with good music, good food, and good times. Tourists and locals can enjoy Sturgis's Music on Main weekly event. We'll learn this year's lineup as well as what's new for 2022. Good Morning Black Hills, uniquely Black Hills, starts now.
Live from Skyline Drive, this is Good Morning Black Hills.
Good morning, Black Hills. We're celebrating western South Dakota in the upcoming 605 day today. So thank you for starting your Thursday with us. I'm Miranda O'Brien.
And I'm Natalie Cruz.
And I'm Eric Gardner.
We love to have you here with us this morning, Eric.
Yeah, nice to sit here on the couch for a change.
Get a break from being over there.
Yeah, that's right.
You had to walk so far, I'm sorry.
So far, it's a huge, long hike, but no, we made it.
Well, I wanted you to join us this morning because I want to know what your guys' favorite things about South Dakota are before we roll into what everybody else's are.
Okay. Absolutely. Well, you can't go wrong with Custer State Park.
Of course, a fan favorite.
I love seeing the burros. Before moving here, I'd never seen anything like that before.
Oh,
just so gorgeous
fair.
Getting to see all the animals around there.
Definitely. What about you, Eric? I mean, being from Texas originally?
Yeah, being a Texan originally, obviously with hot and humid weather, it's nice to have not too much of that up here. But no, the Black Hills are absolutely beautiful here in the western part of the state. But you know, I'm all about food and wine, and we actually have an amazing food, a culinary ecology, I call it here, in the western South Dakota around the Black Hills, and some high-class places to go for food and wine, which is really nice. And a lot of tourists that I talked to through the years, they're really surprised at how many great places there are for that here in this part of the state.
Well, I don't know that we would call it culinary expertise by any means, but we will have our mixology at home today with Jack Seabold.
Right. Excited about that.
So you get to see a new drink that represents South Dakota. You know, I'm a South Dakota girl through and through. I was born and raised here, so it's really hard to pick what exactly is my favorite. You know, I went to college on the other side of the state, but the west side really is home. Truly.
It is.
Absolutely. So much beauty here.
Right. Well, with that being said, I mean, that was perfect, Natalie, because this side of the state really is beautiful. We clearly love western South Dakota. And Good Morning Black Hills, uniquely Black Hills, is just getting started.
Right after this, we'll hear from the South Dakota Department of Tourism on all our state has to offer.
Make sure you stick with us.
Should we switch insurance companies when we move?
Not a bad idea to shop around.
Your quote, $3,000, $1,500 a year.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Last year, we helped 5,322 businesses grow. Businesses that put new ideas to work, that hired people, that built factories, buildings, and bookcases. Businesses that make the things that touch so much of our lives. We're all counting on business. And when you're ready, we're here for you too.
I'm John Thune, and I approve this message. When you gave me this job, I made a promise that I would always put South Dakota first. And every day, I've tried to do that. I'm proud of my 100% pro-life voting record, the 4 farm bills we've passed, and legislation that increases pay and benefits for veterans with disabilities. Democrats may have control right now, but that'll change. In the meantime, I'll keep working for the thing that matters, your family.
Who's ready to spring clean and save some green? This month, we're on a mission to help you cash in when you clean out your garage. Because right now, you could clean up in a nicer new car and possibly lower your monthly payment in the process. Only during our Spring Clean and Save Some Green sales event. Plus, our For the People credit approval process could be the fresh start you need. So let's spring clean and save some green, because you could be driving a 2022 Volkswagen Taos SUV. See all the rides at liberty-vw.com. That's liberty-vw.com.
Now that we're married, we need help merging our finances.
Choose from these options: investing, insurance, retirement planning.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful. Farm Bureau Financial Services. Insurance, financial planning, all in one place.
Good morning and welcome back. Summer 2021 was huge for South Dakota's top industries, tourism. Now, from a 30% increase in visitor spending to record-breaking visitors at Custer State Park, the Department of Tourism says they're ready to keep those numbers for 2022. I zoomed with them in Pierre last week to get their perspective on what exactly makes our state an attractive vacation destination. Let's give it a listen. What specifically makes South Dakota a great tourism destination or a great road trip for the summer?
Sure. Yeah, one of our major initiatives within our strategic plan is to truly disperse visitors to all corners of South Dakota. We want them to experience the rural amenities that we have, and what we are seeing is that visitors are truly inspired and interested in South Dakota as a rural destination. So we've been bolstering our agritourism efforts and have a very strong program on helping, maybe it's a current ranch family that has a young child that's just graduated from school and wanting to come back to South Dakota. So they're expanding their business, and perhaps they're opening a B&B so that they can become truly a family operation. And then tribal tourism, we have the newly established South Dakota Native Tourism Alliance, and that's a consortium of all the tribal lands in South Dakota have come together to figure out a way that they can promote their tribes and their reservation as a tourism attraction, share their culture, share the arts, and share the rich history that comes out of those tribes. So those are certainly things that we're looking forward to, of some new offerings in 2022 and beyond. But it continues to be outdoor adventure is a huge attraction for South Dakota.
So I think if you asked us out here, in Western South Dakota, you're in the middle. So if you asked us here on the west side, we would probably, think that Mount Rushmore was a big draw, of course, the Badlands, Custer State Park. But from your guys' perspective and being able to see the numbers year after year, what about Western South Dakota really draws people in? Why do people want to come to this side of the state specifically?
Certainly it's those landmark bucket list type attractions from the Badlands and Crazy Horse and Mount Rushmore. And those are things that are luring people in at the high level, from our international visitors to visitors in Florida and Maine and Oregon and Texas and California, wherever they might be from. Those are some of our big hooks. But when they start really digging into what South Dakota, and particularly as you were mentioning, the Black Hills has to offer, they are finding they can spend more time here than they expected. And what we do find also, and this comes from travel journalists that we are hosting or feedback from consumers after they visited, they're truly saying, I don't know what it is about the Black Hills, but there's something special there. Those are some of the best comments that we can hear and the compliments about our state.
Truly, I think that's kind of the perfect little bow on top of the package that is, South Dakota and our tourism, definitely. Yeah. Caitlin, really quickly before we run out of time, if we're talking tourism, we have to mention South Dakota's upcoming holiday, right?
Well, we all know the 605, as we affectionately call it, is a great place to live, work, and play. South Dakota is only one of 12 states in America that have a single area code. Wow. So over the years, the popularity of using 605 in our language or marketing efforts has grown in popularity. So on 605 Day, which is June 5th, coming up, it's a Sunday, we would love for people to celebrate with us. And it has really become a holiday that we celebrate on social media. So our department has...
Well, during the commercial break, you can make sure to check out the social media pages for Visit Rapid City, Visit Custer, Hot Springs, Spearfish, and see what they have in the works to celebrate South Dakota on that day. But make sure that you tune back in as we're getting a glimpse at Reptile Gardens expansion, as well as what's expected for 2022 tourism numbers. Make sure that you don't go anywhere.
It's the Memorial Day sales event going on now at your Ford dealer, and it's a great time to gear up for summer and custom order your Ford vehicle. Get $1,000 Memorial Day cash, plus get an additional $1,000 retail order cash when you order your select SUV before Memorial Day.
At Fisher Furniture, we custom fit your mattress to fit your body with our computerized scientific testing system in only 3 minutes. During our Memorial Day sale, get a Beauty Rest queen size mattress and box spring for only $749. Or get a king size, canceled order special firm Beauty Rest mattress for only $999. An $850 savings while supplies last. Plus get 5-year special financing with no minimum purchase and no money down. At Fearless Fisher Furniture on West Main in Rapid City. Voted best furniture store in the Black Hills.
Nothing says love like the relationship agreement.
So romantic.
The Big Bang Theory. Weeknights only on Black Hills Fox.
Before you buy a used vehicle, checking the brake fluid, cooling fan, brake pad, battery, wheel alignment, software updates might not be on your list, but it's on our list of 172 inspection points performed on every gold-certified Ford Blue Advantage used vehicle. Search conveniently, buy confidently.
Here's today's community calendar, a listing of upcoming local events from KEVN Black Hills Fox. To get your event listed, mail it to 2001 Skyline Drive in Rapid City or email events@blackhillsfox.com at least 2 weeks in advance.
Good morning and welcome back. Just around Rapid City, there are a number of quaint attractions. One of my personal favorites happens to be Reptile Gardens, an exotic oasis right here in the Midwest. So joining us now is John Brocklesby from Reptile Gardens. Thank you so much for being here this morning, Johnny.
Well, thanks for having me, Miranda.
So you have kind of a unique perspective of Western South Dakota tourism. You work for Reptile Gardens, but you're also on the Governor's Tourism Board. So what do we expect for 2022?
Well, we expect a very good season. I really don't think it'll be like last year. I do think last year was a bit of an anomaly.
Yeah.
I mean, when we're up 25–30%, it's pretty doggone crazy.
No kidding.
But what our early numbers are showing us right now is we're having a more regular type year, but a really good regular year.
That's great.
And if that continues, that will be just fine.
Good. I want to know from your perspective, what really draws people to this area, into Western South Dakota?
Okay, what we really have, the Black Hills are magnificent. They're beautiful. The majestic Badlands are a huge draw also. But one of the things that we have, especially families with children and that, they want to see some scenery, but then they need fun things to do.
That is true.
And the unique thing about the Black Hills is we have so many fun attractions, for them to go to. Reptile Gardens, Bear Country, Cosmos, the zip lines, Rush Mountain, just so many things for them to do. The caves, again.
Right.
And that's what really sets us off from so many other family vacation spots, is all the fun things, all the fun attractions we have.
For sure. Well, we only have a few more seconds, but you said, numbers were up significantly for Reptile Gardens. Do you know, was it kind of like that for other places in the area?
Yeah, it was universal. There was just a heck of a lot of people here.
A heck of a lot of people, that is very true. Well, as Johnny mentioned, Reptile Gardens, like so many other places, was just slammed with business last year. And with that being said, hopefully this year won't be quite as busy, so they're going to take advantage of what's expected as more of a normal year and do a little construction. So Johnny gave me the details while we were at the park last week. Let's check it out. For just under a century, Reptile Gardens has given all kinds of snakes, alligators, and turtles a home in the Midwest. Although their countless curiosities draw people in year after year, Reptile Gardens is stepping up its game, expanding the scope of the park.
We've renovated the area so that we can have all three. The big giants that we have, the teenagers that we have, and then these little guys. And they'll all be on display for all of our guests to see all summer long. New enclosures, new pools, even new shade for one of the park's biggest attractions. These guys are just, they're really the iconic animal of Reptile Gardens, are the giant tortoises.
But what about their feathery relatives?
We're right now in the construction phase. It'll be done hopefully by Memorial Day weekend. Over in our Tortuga Falls is a brand new exhibit with our kookaburras. Then down at Avian Avenue, we put in a brand new exhibit this year that I think is going to be very popular. And our king vulture, which is an absolutely gorgeous bird, is going to be out and on display all year long.
That's not all that's in the works. 5 years from now, things will look a whole lot different.
We plan on doing an expansion out beyond the prairie dog town, where we'd put in some new ponds and that. We'd have some elevated walkways going over the alligators and crocodiles and that. We'd have a feeding area.
Brocklesby says a new tortoise enclosure and even a butterfly house are in the 5-year plan as well, replacing the current home of Cheyenne here. She will move closer to Avian Avenue, calling this space her new home.
If you're not moving forward, you're moving backwards. And quite frankly, our guests, they like to come back every year, but we need to always offer some new things each and every year, giving folks a reason to, come back and visit us.
Well, coming up next here on Uniquely Black Hills, South Dakota has deep roots in Native American cultures. From food to ceremonies to artistic expression. We'll speak with 2 Indigenous performers next to see a different side of South Dakota's beauty. Make sure you stick with us.
Be our next winner at Prairie Wind Casino. The best in casino action is here and waiting for you. Come on back for your favorite slots, blackjack, roulette, and craps action. Play, win, cash in at Prairie Wind Casino, 12 miles east of Ulrichs on Highway 18.
Since 1974, Pillin Optical has been a trusted name for optical services in Rapid City. As always, we offer 2 pair of single vision glasses for only $100. They're the same quality frames and lenses you get from the other guys with the great service you've come to expect from Pillin Optical. We have the area's only independent full-service lab, giving you a quicker turnaround on your orders with better quality control. From eye exams to lenses and frames, Pillin has everything you need when it comes to eye care. Pillin Optical, 409 Kansas City Street in Rapid City.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Words to live by, in life and especially when it comes to government. But Amendment C fixes problems that don't exist, changing our Constitution, ending majority rule. Amendment C puts the minority in charge, undermining our tradition of one person, one vote, stripping we the people of our right to decide what happens here, and leading to consequences we can't even imagine. Keep South Dakota. South Dakota. Vote no on Amendment C.
Pesky leaks? Gorilla Waterproof Patch and Seal Spray seals out water, air, and moisture. Stops and prevents leaks indoors, outdoors, and virtually anywhere you need for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
7-day-old tuna casserole.
How'd you know that?
Even my nose is strong. You need Hefty Ultra Strong. It has Arm & Hammer, continuous odor control. Hefty, Hefty, Hefty. Oh, and Toby needs a bath. Stay one step ahead of Stinky.
Be our next winner at Prairie Wind Casino. The best in casino action is here and waiting for you. Come on back for your favorite slots, blackjack, roulette, and craps action. Play, win, cash in at Prairie Wind Casino, 12 miles east of Ulrichs on Highway 18.
Well, long before you or I or any tourists, Native Americans graced the land that is South Dakota. Today, we can all embrace the beauty of the culture by visiting Indigenous shops like the Birdcage Bookstore, experiencing art at the Journey Museum, even basking in the beat of song and dance at Crazy Horse Memorial all summer long. So joining us now are Whitney Rencounter and Sophia Benelli, 2 performers ready to give us a glimpse into Native American culture. Thank you both so much for joining us this morning.
Yeah, it's an honor and a privilege. Thank you for inviting us.
Of course. So before we really dive in, because we want to see what you guys can do, I want to know, why share your culture in this way? Why do you do this?
Well, we feel like we're honoring our ancestors and those that have passed down. I mean, songs and dances, although the new style you see today is more of a contemporary, but historically our ancestors would celebrate buffalo hunts and successful times of feasts and just life in general. So the songs and dances have been part of our culture since time immemorial.
I love that. And how do these reflect Western South Dakota? How do we kind of see that in what you're going to do today?
Well, you know, the traditional culture of our ancestors and our people, I mean, this was such a rich area, the Black Hills, the birthplace of our people, our creation stories. We have many sacred sites all throughout the Black Hills. So it's a big part of who we are, and it represents this land in a very, very beautiful way.
Definitely. Now I got to know, what are you going to be doing for us today?
So we're going to be honoring our teachers, those that have taught us about the importance of songs and dances. And so Sophia is going to share the fancy shawl style of dance, which is more of a contemporary style. And then I'll be using the drum to share the music. Without the drum, we cannot have the dances. And you know, we honor our teachers, and I just lost a uncle, actually Marcel Bulbert, just yesterday, and he was a champion for songs and dances. So we want to dedicate it to him and many others that taught us how to sing and dance.
That's beautiful. Well, let's get to it. I'm going to get out of the way so you guys can show what you do.
All right. There we have it, song number one, Friends and Relatives. Now we're going to share with you what we call a double beat. That was a straight style of dance, and this next song is a more graceful style representation of the fancy shawl. And so the double beat is a beautiful style. If you ever get a chance to come to one of our powwows, our celebrations, you'll see, you know, 10s and 20s of dancers at one time in the circle. And so we're going to share with you the double beat at this time. So we just want to say thank you, friends and relatives, for allowing us the opportunity to share with you in your living rooms today. And we want to continue to share the importance about educating about our people as Lakota, Dakota, Nakota. And we have over 500 different tribes all throughout the United States. And historically, our ancestors, our people, we love this beautiful land, and we want to continue to represent and educate the people about the history. And the beautiful Black Hills holds an important place to our people. And as we take a look at some of the historical challenges that we have faced, we want to continue to share the beauty of our songs, our dances, our culture with those that come here, so they understand the beauty of our songs and dances, because they help us to live life. They help us. It's a beautiful part of who we are as Native peoples. And so we want to continue to share that with each and every one of you. And we're going to close things out with a crow hop at this time. And I want to say, let's give a round of applause, those of you back at home, for Sophia Benali, man. She's sharing some awesome songs and dances here today. We're going to share with you a crow hop.
With the Smart Hub app, you're always connected to your local electric cooperative. Manage all aspects of your account, like check your usage, pay your bill, or report a service issue. Your co-op also powers technologies that allow you to adjust a thermostat, monitor kids' activity, or simply shut things down for the night.
You're kidding me.
The Smart Hub app is just one of the ways Cherry Todd Electric is investing in the future of the communities we serve. Brought to you by your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
Ashley's Memorial Day sale is going on now. Get amazing deals on bestsellers that are in stock and ready for fast delivery. Plus, right now, you can save up to $1,000 on leather reclining sofas and sectionals. Refresh your whole home with a multi-room package. All this for $49 per month with 60 months no interest. Shop all of Ashley's Memorial Day deals. Plus, free doorstep delivery from participating stores. Only at America's #1 furniture and mattress store. Shop your local Ashley store or visit ashley.com today.
Memorial Day is a time for family.
A time to thank our veterans.
And a time for saving.
Now during Carl's Memorial Day sale, save up to 45% on major appliances.
Get up to $600 back on select brands with exclusive Carl's rebates.
Plus, you get free installation on select dishwashers, and we have hot buys throughout the store.
Have a great Memorial Day.
Thank you, veterans.
And thank you for shopping Carl's.
Your servicing dealer since 1956.
Ellen's final guests, Ellen's final episode.
I hope I've inspired you to be your true, authentic self.
Today at 4.
Welcome back. Now, as mentioned by the Department of Tourism earlier in the show, Custer State Park was the destination to be last summer, with a record-breaking number of visitors. So joining us now to see what's in store for this summer is Lydia Austin and Matt Schneider. Thank you both so much for joining us this morning.
Oh, glad to be here.
So last year was quite the busy year for you guys. Tell me what that was like.
It was a phenomenal year. I mean, staff are still, I think, recovering. They did well, but it was a great year. I mean,
Good.
A lot of people came out and seen the park, enjoyed the park, and that's what we're there for.
Definitely.
You know, that's why we come to work every day, is for the people that want to come visit Custer State Park, and we're glad they do.
What are you guys thinking that 2022 is going to look like? Do you think the summer's going to be as crazy?
Yes.
Hesitation, because I'm sure you guys are still reeling from last summer.
Yeah, it's started already. Are we going to hit the same numbers as last year? I think we'll be close, but I'm not so sure we'll break another record. We'll see what happens.
For sure.
You know, when you look across the economy, gas prices have people a little on edge, but yet when you're out and about, there's still a lot of people traveling already, and we're seeing already the campers are already showing up, and they're like, we're cooped up, we're coming regardless, you know?
For
so
sure.
It's an exciting time.
Well, Lydia, I'd love to know, why do you think that people are so attracted to Custer State Park? What do they love about it?
Oh, I think because there's something to do for, there's something for everyone there. You can go on hikes, you can go fishing, you can go on drives, you can just go take photos, and you make those memories.
Definitely.
That's the big one you hear from everybody is, I was here as a kid, or I was here with my grandparents, and or my parents came here when they were kids, and we want to see what they saw, and want to make those memories. That's why I bring my kids and everything, is to make those memories with them.
So I love that. Yeah. Well, summer 2022, is there anything new? I mean, the new Bison Center just opened.
Yeah.
Anything else?
The new Bison Center definitely just opened. That's a big one. And then we have programming starting to gear up. We're going to do some more music down there. We're trying to do maybe a bluegrass festival. So that's going to be kind of fun. So just some new ideas for people to enjoy the park, get out and explore.
And this is for, you know, locals, but also tourists, right? You have a little bit of everything for everyone?
Yeah, and that's the big one, is we're trying to figure out how to bring people back to their park. A lot of times they avoid it in the summer, we understand, but there's places for all us locals to get back in there, and that's why, like I said, we're trying to figure out some of those ways, work with resorts, and get some local ideas coming as well.
Yeah.
Well, I know I saw a little hesitation before. I totally understand. But are you guys ready for summer 2022?
Yeah.
Are
yeah.
you?
Definitely.
Yep, it's Memorial Day weekend. We got programming starting already this weekend, so we invite everyone to come out. It looks like it's going to be beautiful. The weather's like shaping up. Maybe Eric will tell us different, but it looks like it's going to be good. And great time to come out and experience the park.
For sure.
Yes.
Well, thank you both so much for joining us this morning. It's great to hear what's going on at Custer, and I think you guys are probably going to have another pretty busy summer.
Yep. Looking forward to it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Well, up next, we're going to have that weather forecast from Eric, so make sure that you stick around to see if we have that nice weather like Lydia thinks we will. We'll be back in just a minute.
We know what a rock-solid relationship is all about, and we know that by being the best. That means treating our customers the best. At Granite, we make it easy. Super easy. If it's gotta be a great deal, it's gotta be Granite. DriveGranite.com.
If you've been injured in an accident that's not your fault and you don't have an attorney, listen up. We have legal professionals standing by to tell you what your case is potentially worth. Hello, I'm Gina, along with spokesperson Rob. Rob, tell the folks at home who should be calling right now.
Well, just like you said, Gina, anyone who's been injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, give us a call right now, and we're going to let you know what your case is potentially worth.
Thanks, Rob. So what kind of calls have we been seeing today?
Well, Gina, we're getting calls from all types of accidents today. Work accidents, slip and falls, truck accidents, and most commonly, car accidents. So if you were injured in an accident that was not your fault, you don't have an attorney, take that first step, pick up that phone and give us a call. We're going to answer your questions, and we'll let you know how much money you can get for your accident.
Thanks, Rob. All right, folks at home, you heard it. Go ahead, don't hesitate, take that first step and call now.
With Life Alert, one touch of a button can get you help fast.
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Don't worry, help is on the way.
With any of Life Alert's 3 emergency systems, help can be summoned immediately, and batteries never need charging.
I was having a stroke, and I was scared to death.
If it weren't for Life Alert, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Life Alert is a lifesaver.
My husband is alive because of Life Alert.
Life Alert is the lifesaver to keep me out of assisted living.
Life Alert saves a life every 11 minutes.
For a free Life Alert brochure, call 1-800-344-6363. That's 1-800-344-6363. Call now. 1-800-344-6363.
We know what a rock-solid relationship is all about, and we know that by being the best. That means treating our customers the best. At Granite, we make it easy. Super easy. If it's gotta be a great deal, it's gotta be Granite. DriveGranite.com.
Hey, it looks like a beautiful day today, but it is going to be a warm day throughout the Skyview forecast area. Sunshine and blue skies in the forecast. Already up to 62 degrees currently in downtown Rapid City. This is a weather camera looking west down Main Street. Winds are west-northwest at 10 miles per hour. Our forecast for today will call for temperatures to get into the upper 70s this afternoon. Warmer than normal by about 10 degrees, but nothing unusual. For this time of year, look for a high temperature right around 78 degrees. Southeast winds will pick up at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Looks like tomorrow is going to be an even warmer day with partly cloudy skies. It could be an isolated thunderstorm late tomorrow, mainly in northeastern Wyoming into northwestern South Dakota. Highs tomorrow in the upper 70s to the upper 80s around the Black Hills. Some areas may touch on 90 degrees. We have mainly clear skies this morning as a ridge of high pressure aloft, stable air building overhead, so no significant cloudiness expected today. 62 already in downtown Rapid City, 57 at Wing Cave National Park. Hot Springs at 54 right now. It's 57 in Rapid City at the airport, 59 in Spearfish, 53 in Gillette. Across the United States, showers east of us along the Mississippi River. This storm system slowly but surely heading to the Midwest toward the East Coast. We have a ridge of high pressure building over us. That means fair weather today, but as this large trough forms over the west, that it's going to be changing our weather over the Memorial Day holiday weekend. So starting late tomorrow and Saturday, northwest South Dakota, northeastern Wyoming, a few scattered thunderstorms will be likely, but it's going to be late Sunday, Memorial Day, and Tuesday when we see the lion's share of rainfall develop across the area. So at first, it's going to be from Sheridan, Gillette, on up into Buffalo and Perkins County as well in North Dakota, where most of the storms will be. But if you have any outdoor plans this weekend, download the weather app and we will keep you advised when these storms form. 82 in Phillip today, 78 in Rapid City, 77 in Sturgis. Winds out of the southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Extended forecast looks like some showers and thunderstorms will be most likely late Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, even lingering into Wednesday. Natalie?
Okay, thank you, Eric. 7:37 now. Before we head back to our tourism-centric show, let's check out some headlines you may have missed from overnight. Marijuana legalization will once again be in the hands of South Dakota voters. The Secretary of State confirming yesterday that it validated a petition to get the issue on the November ballot.
The measure would legalize marijuana possession and use for anyone over 21. The group South Dakotans for Better Marijuana Laws launched the petition drive after a previous voter-approved measure legalizing marijuana, Amendment A, was struck down in court last year. The measure will be titled Initiated Measure 27 and appear on the general election ballot on November 8th. Well, for many, Memorial Day weekend is the kickoff to the summer road trip season. With drivers hitting the road, it also contributes to holiday-related traffic fatalities. South Dakota is ranked number 3 in the nation for the most traffic-related deaths per capita over Memorial Day weekend. This is averaging 2.25 since 2011, where 39% involve alcohol. Although the sheriff's office reports they see drinking and driving on a daily basis, they say it increases significantly on holidays. And they say education, prevention, and enforcement all work against drinking and driving, but that it takes the whole community working together to lower South Dakota's fatality rate. And aside from people on the road, Memorial Day weekend also gets people tips in front of their stovetops and grills. Cooking fast and for many might make for a good recipe for avoiding food safety precautions. Some things to keep in mind: don't marinate food on a countertop as germs spread quickly at room temperature. And always cook food thoroughly. Avoid foodborne illness. Excuse me. Let's toss to Miranda, please.
Hey guys, no worries. Natalie's got to get a quick drink of water, but we're going to go ahead and move back to our, Black Hills, uniquely Black Hills centric show. So if you've driven on I-90, you've more than likely seen the signs advertising free ice water or even 5-cent coffee, and it all started as a real drugstore. Our Leah Burgraff has the story of how one small storefront became a South Dakota icon.
We believe we're the best loved roadside attraction in the United States.
Driving in South Dakota, you'll probably come across a sign advertising Wall Drug. The business started in 1931 when Ted and Dorothy Husted bought a patent medicine store.
It was the dirty 30s, the worst possible time to start anything. The original store was 24 by 60, and they were living in the back 20 feet of the store behind a brown curtain with their 4-year-old son, Billy, my dad.
Fast forward 91 years and the popular attraction brings in millions of tourists a year.
There's just a lot to do and see, and most of it's free.
Husted suggests going to the cafe for a bite and taking a look at the Western art collection on the walls.
It'd be nice if they could get a 5-cent cup of coffee and one of our famous Wall Drug donuts. They are delicious.
The cafe also serves food like buffalo burgers and hot beef sandwiches, which according to Husted are favorite among motorcyclists.
Oh, we're a great stop for bikers. The bikers like coming to Wall Drug.
Aside from the cafe, there's Western shopping, a traveler's chapel, and
the giant jackalope. The most photographed things at Wall Drug are the storefront, which is behind us, and the giant jackalope.
From the jackalope to the ice water, Husted says they're looking forward to another busy tourist season. In Wall Drug, I'm Leah Burgraff reporting.
Now I wish I had one of those donuts and some ice water. Well, still to come, some states are obviously noted for having a signature cocktail, from Kentucky's mint julep to New York's Manhattan, but some, like South Dakota, aren't as well known. We'll shake up a drink worthy of the president's next on Mixology at Home.
For those who answer the call, we say thank you, because the vehicles of the future are for those who are ready and built Ford proud. Military and first responders can now receive an extra $500 exclusive cash on select Ford vehicles.
New games every month at the Lodge. We are constantly updating our gaming floor with the latest fun games to keep our guests entertained with new games every month. For the freshest selection of slot machines in town, make the Lodge at Deadwood your gaming destination. The locals' choice for gaming excitement with the newest games is the Lodge at Deadwood Gaming Resort.
This is our moment. South Dakota is choosing a future founded in freedom. Under the leadership of Governor Kristi Noem, our economy leads the nation, and more South Dakotans are going to work than ever before. We defended our kids in classrooms and kept our state open while protecting your rights from the radical left. Many just talk conservative, but in South Dakota, we live it. And the best is yet to come. Kristi Noem for governor.
During the Memorial Day sale, get an incredible deal, up to 65% off now at Fisher Furniture. There's more. Get 5-year special financing with no down payment or minimum purchase now at Fisher Furniture. One other thing, with your qualifying furniture and mattress purchase, get a free 3-piece lawn furniture set or upgrade to a fire pit at Fisher Furniture. Almost forgot, the first 50 customers each day get a $50 gift card. The Memorial Day sale now at Fisher Furniture.
It's the Memorial Day sales event going on now at your Ford dealer, and it's a great time to gear up for summer and custom order your Ford vehicle. Get $1,000 Memorial Day cash, plus get an additional $1,000 retail order cash when you order your select SUV before Memorial Day.
Welcome back. It's one of my favorite times. We got Jack Siebold with us this morning.
It's great to be able to make drinks at 7 in the morning. It really is. Today we're talking about everything South Dakota.
Yes,
and
we are.
Taste of Home website staff did a pretty good job of picking signature cocktails for every state, including South Dakota. South Dakota, the president's, it's got to be a president-related cocktail.
Makes sense.
The only president who actually had cocktails was Teddy Roosevelt. And this cocktail, he liked a version of it, so they named it after him, the Roosevelt. So,
never heard of this.
You know, I never did either until we searched stuff for this.
For sure.
Ice, we take 1 3/4 ounces of dark rum.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that
I'm
bad.
a little nervous, but
little
but
nervous?
I think,
You're not
I
a
think
rum
it might be
person,
good.
huh?
It depends. I don't know.
Okay, 1 3/4 of that, a 1/2 ounce of dry vermouth. I made a mistake the first time I did this cocktail. I did an ounce, and that was terrible.
Too much?
Too much. Okay, about 1/4 ounce of orange juice. You could squeeze a fresh
Freshly
one in.
squeezed?
That's about 1/4 ounce without any problem.
Delicious.
Yeah, excuse me for making a mess. And we're talking.
Just make it clean it up later.
Yeah, that's it. Bring the janitor. And about 1/4 of a teaspoon of sugar.
All right, you have about 2 minutes. Are you going to be able to shake it up in enough time?
Yeah, we're pretty much done. The big thing for me is taking this off because I don't normally use tins. Yeah, like it's going to explode. Yeah, it could. All right, strain that into a glass.
Our jackalopes hiding it. We got to show off the Roosevelt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're talking about the mascot, the official animal. And there it is. Grab your straw.
All right, I can really smell that orange.
Yes, it is pretty good.
Okay.
I think it's got to be better than the first time I made it.
Ooh. She's strong for 7 in the morning.
Oh, that's an eye-opener.
It's good. It is good, but I wasn't expecting that for 7:45 in the morning.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised. It's better than I thought it was. I've been making it a couple of times.
So maybe the Roosevelt isn't everybody's drink.
It is not everybody's
and that's okay.
drink. Yeah, in most of the drinks that the Taste of Home said was signature cocktails for states work, like in Louisiana, the Sazerac, and this works for us here. The weirdest one is Montana. They said it was Jack and Coke.
Oh,
yeah. Anyway, let's get to the tip.
You have 30 seconds. What's our
30
quick
seconds.
tip?
All right, keeping in line with everything South Dakota, let's take care of the South Dakota bar staff.
Okay.
Tipping. When you tip on the overall bill, not pre-tax. Also, when you're getting free drinks, like 2 for 1, you don't tip on that one drink you pay
tip on
for.
both.
You tip on both. Come on, give them a break. What do you tip? Is it $1, $2, 15%, 20%? Some say you can do $1 for a beer and $2 for a mixed drink, but that's if it's cheap.
Well,
honest to God.
I want to hear all the rest of your advice, Jack, but I think we're going to have to put it on the website and grab some more of it next week.
We will have it there.
Great advice for both locals and tourists. And coming up after the break, the end of summer is huge for the town of Sturgis, as we know, but the summer fun kicks off downtown well before the rally. Coming up, we'll learn about this year's Music on Main concert series. Good morning, Black Hills. We'll be right back.
The action is heating up in Deadwood, and the Gold Dust Casino is in the middle of it all. New players get $10 for signing up at the Club Center with email and text alerts. Rewards start immediately with cash drawings, discounts, and drink upgrades. Stop into the Hotel by Gold Dust for discounts and the Gambler's Getaway, a $15 upgrade that gets you $30 in rewards to Mavericks in the casino, plus get 10% of your Mavericks bill back as free play. And enjoy mouth-watering steaks in a casual atmosphere at Maverick Steakhouse, only at the Gold Dust Casino, Deadwood.
For over 40 years, Michael's Menswear has been outfitting men who want to look their very best. Finding the right look and fit is an art. When you're ready to step up your game, come to Michael's Menswear, 617 St. Joe, downtown Rapid City.
It's Fearless Fisher TVs and Appliances Memorial Day Sale. Through Monday, save up to 30% off on the biggest names in TVs and appliances and get 5-year special financing. Fisher's carry some of the best brand appliances like Whirlpool, Maytag, LG, and Bosch at the guaranteed lowest prices in South Dakota. And our knowledgeable sales team can help you find the appliances that best fit your needs. Save up to 30% off and get 5-year special financing during the Memorial Day Sale at Fearless Fisher TVs and Appliances. Voted best appliance store in the Black Hills.
Here's today's community calendar, a listing of upcoming local events from KEVN Black Hills Fox. To get your event listed, mail it to 2001 Skyline Drive in Rapid City or email events@blackhillsfox.com at least 2 weeks in advance.
Well, summer is all about finding fun for the whole family. Now, whether you're a local to this area or just visiting, Sturgis has your Wednesdays covered with their Music on Main concert series. So our final guests this morning are Christina and Tammy from the city of Sturgis. Thank you, ladies, so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for inviting us.
So Sturgis Music on Main kicks off next week. Tell me what that is. What is Music on Main?
Music on Main has been taking place for about 6 years now.
Great.
And it's basically live music every Wednesday night on the Harley-Davidson Raleigh Point Plaza, downtown Sturgis.
Fun.
Starts around 6 o'clock. We also have a huge mountain bike race series that goes in tandem with the event. So we so far have over 100 registrations.
About 120. 120. That's fantastic.
It is.
And that's just for next week with the kickoff, right?
Yes.
Wow.
And we will have that plus every single Wednesday all the way through July 20th.
That's fantastic. Yeah. So we've got music, we've got the mountain bike race, but is there anything else that's going on? Are there vendors, food, anything like that?
We have food vendors, and we have a whole kids zone that'll have bounce castles and activities for all ages.
Fantastic.
Adults down to children.
So Christina, I got to know, who is kicking this off for us right away at the beginning of Music on Main?
Number one band will be Slamabama.
Slamabama, I love that.
Yes, yes. We have really good local favorites.
Fantastic.
Every week. So we're really excited to kick things off. It seems like summer's finally here now.
Right.
And
we kind of feel it now.
And have fun and relax, yes.
So I want to know, this has been going on for a number of years now. Is it just locals that come, or do you guys see some tourists that make a stop on a Wednesday night and check it out?
We have a lot of tourists that'll come in too, and some that'll even bring their bikes.
Wow, that's great.
So it's fun for everybody around.
So, you know, the rally at the end of the summer is just kind of a big ticket for Sturgis. But why create Music on Main to have something throughout the summer?
Well, it's really nice to have something for the locals.
For sure.
You know, they really enjoy it. They really support it. We have a lot of people come down from the northern Black Hills, from Rapid City, Box Elder, all over the hills. So it's really geared somewhat toward the locals instead of just the visitors. But the visitors come and they're surprised it's going on, and they're thrilled to have something fun to do. There's no charge or anything. There's lots of free parking.
Oh, great. Love free parking.
Yeah.
Isn't that just a plus?
We have, if they don't want food trucks, we have great restaurants nearby. Very easy walk everywhere. So it's just a very relaxed evening. That's a lot of fun. Kids love it. We involve our nonprofits. They will set up different kids' activities. So it changes up every week.
Family fun for sure.
Yes.
Definitely all around.
Definitely.
Well, remind me really quickly when this kicks off, where people should go, and who that headliner is for the first one.
It's every Wednesday. The mountain bike race starts at 6 o'clock with music following right after that.
It starts this coming week.
Perfect.
June 1st, all the way through July 20th.
Perfect. This coming up Wednesday, we're going to have Slam-A-Bama. I think it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be so fun.
We're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much for joining us this morning and telling us a little bit about the upcoming events.
You're certainly welcome.
Thank you.
Guys.
Thanks.
Well, good morning, Black Hills. We'll be right back. We're going to wrap up our show celebrating Western South Dakota and take one last look at that weather forecast. Stay right here.
When you drive a Honda, the adventures go on and on. Follow your adventures with the rugged power of Honda. The brand owners are calling the most fun to drive. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
Concrete damage is unsightly, dangerous, and lowers home values. Don't live with concrete problems. Call Extreme Foundation Repair and Concrete Lifting for a free estimate today. They'll bring their experience, superior system, and eco-friendly product to your job. The folks at Extreme Foundation Repair and Concrete Lifting have worked in building in the Black Hills for 35 years. Extreme Foundation's engineered solutions are demolition-free, often done in one day, and usually cost about half of replacement. See liftnotreplace.com for more.
Harley-Davidson presents Deadwood Live Open Air Music Series at Outlaw Square Memorial Weekend, featuring Hailstorm with Stone Temple Pilots and Blackstone Cherry, May 27th. Hank Williams Jr., May 28th. And Everclear with Sister Hazel and Deep Blue Something, May 29th. I'm still dreaming of your face. Tickets are available now at deadwoodlive.com.
When women support women, the results are life-changing. Dress for Success is looking for volunteers and board members to help empower women in our community. You can be a coach, review resumes, and help women find an outfit for an interview or work clothes for the week. As a board member, your skills will help Dress for Success as we grow our boutique and services to reach even more women in our community. Email Dress for Success at blackhills@dressforsuccess.org. At Dress for Success, the results are life-changing.
Well, we do have some very warm weather in the forecast for today and some hot weather in the forecast for tomorrow. Already warming up fast here in downtown Rapid City. 64 degrees right now. We still have those west-northwesterly winds at 9. The winds will veer into the southeast a bit later on this morning. Temperatures will zoom on up into the upper 70s this afternoon, and those temperatures are well above normal for this time of year. 78 degrees should be our high in town, and it looks like it's going to be even warmer tomorrow, so it's going to be plenty warm today. Tomorrow, though, it's going to be hot. Temperatures in the upper 70s to upper 80s around the Black Hills, and looks like some areas may be touching 90 degrees as we head into Friday. An isolated thunderstorm is possible late tomorrow, mainly northeast Wyoming into northwest South Dakota. Slow-moving low-pressure area over Missouri is moving east. Lots of showers near the center of that low. That system is continuing to move out of the area, though. High pressure builds in. It's going to be a nice sunny and warm day today. 50 in Pine Haven, Wyoming. Devil's Tower 47, 56 in Lead, and 55 in Sturgis. Downtown Rapid City at 64. And actually warmer at the airport. We're at 65 now. Custer at 57, Newcastle at 54 degrees. Showers and thunderstorms along the Mississippi River and to the east. That's where the inclement weather is going to be today. We do have some high pressure building in here over the northern plains, and that's going to make it kind of hot and dry as this large trough forms out to the west. That's going to start bringing in those chances for showers and thunderstorms as we head into the weekend. Now, for Rapid City and for many areas here in the Skyview forecast area, the best chance of more steady showers will likely hold off until Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday of next week. but late tomorrow into Saturday, we do have a chance for a few thunderstorms. Temperatures today will be warming into the 70s and low 80s, warmer than yesterday. Winds are going to be out of the southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Looks like those temperatures will be up to 88 on Friday. That's hot, and then much cooler next week. Good news is, though, moisture's in the forecast.
We need that moisture.
We sure do.
We do.
Been too hot and too dry for tomorrow, but yeah, the moisture's good. If you do have any plans this weekend, make sure you download the weather app. We'll keep you advised. Some of those storms late tomorrow and Saturday could be fairly strong, lightning, gusty winds, stuff like that.
Good to know. Some nice, cool, kind of rainy weather to get us kicked off into tourism season, right?
That's right. And this is the rainy time of year, so we need to see the rain. I know it's the holiday, but,
And to maintain the greenery.
That's right, exactly.
Well, thank you guys for joining us for our Uniquely Black Hills special. We'll see you back here again tomorrow morning.